All right, something new we're going to start doing here at the Bitter Birds. We're going to start making our own videos. Try to individualize ourselves a little bit. Try to put ourselves out there a little bit more. So I will get things started. Topic on hand today is Joe Thomas and should the Eagles trade for him. That'll be in a bit after I get this. Talk about this. So we have a new website, thebitterbirds.com. Not only can we talk in front of a camera, we can scribble a little bit too. So a lot of us used to work at the sports network. So yeah, we're professionals. Yeah. Brian Wright wrote this awesome column yesterday about the Union and them making the postseason for the second time in franchise history. He writes Premier League stuff for Stats LLC, so make sure you check this column out. I will provide the link in the description box below. I will also provide a link to Caleb Weiler's posts from over the weekend about the Flyers, 2 games that they played. He's got his thoughts on Provorov. He's got his thoughts on Konechny. So make sure you check that out as well. I mean, wow. You want to talk about knowing your Flyers? This guy knows his stuff. Now, I'm no puckhead, but he's getting me into hockey, and that's pretty crazy to think about because I have never been a hockey guy. Flyers, though, I mean, I'll watch the Flyers, but I can't name you like a player on the fucking Blue Jackets or something. So let's get started on Joe Thomas. Now, I think this is mere speculation more than it is a rumor. I don't think this is going to happen, but I will give my 2 cents on the subject. All right, so should the Eagles trade for Joe Thomas? Probably not. I wouldn't do it because the Browns' asking price is probably going to be pretty high. He's got 2 years left on his contract after this season, I believe. He's got a $10 million cap hit. That alone is kind of concerning for me. I don't know if I would want to do that because, you know, the Eagles, they just freed up all this money with Sam Bradford by trading him, and I want to lock up Benny Logan. So that's what I want to do. Joe Thomas is going to be 32 years old by December. We see how Jason Peters, his play has been kind of dwindling a little bit over the years, and who knows, the same thing might happen with Joe Thomas. So, see, for me, I would rather draft and develop. Now, sure, these guys that you draft and develop aren't going to be Joe Thomas, but see, my thing is, we're in this spot right now. Well, we'd be in the same spot in 2 years if we trade for Joe Thomas. You'd have to go and replace him again. So you'd have to replace another tackle. I want to start building this offensive line. You got Lane Johnson. Obviously, for me, I think he's a better right tackle than he's a left tackle because he's a lot better run blocker than he is a pass blocker. But I still think he can be a really solid left tackle. And you look at this year's draft, this upcoming draft that they're going to be in, I am spending a first-round pick on a tackle. So that's what I want to do, unless like one of those elite running backs are available, like a Leonard Fournette or something. I want to take a tackle. And not only am I taking a tackle in the first round, I'm taking one in the third, too, just in case that first one in the first round busts. Because right now, you really, really have to build an offensive line around Carson Wentz. You gotta protect your investment. So I am a big believer in drafting and developing. That's how you win the NFL. I'm not a big guy on, trading for guys or signing guys in free agency. I'd rather draft and develop. So, so you can, when you draft and develop, you keep your core around and, you just build around that. So that's just the way I've always felt about things. So, Thomas is a great player, but I would pass on him. It's hard to pass on him, but I would. Now, if Cleveland asked for like a 4th rounder, oh sure, yeah, I'd do that in a heartbeat. But that's probably not going to be the case. I would think that they're probably going to ask for a 1st rounder, and I'd be reluctant to do it. So I wouldn't trade for Joe Thomas. Jason Peters will be interesting to see what they do at the end of the year, whether they release him or not. I don't know if they would. I don't know. See, Doug Peterson seems like a guy who likes his veterans, and he just signed Darren Sproles to a little extension during the summer, so maybe he would keep Jason Peters around. I don't know. I don't think Peters has been that bad this year. He's been penalized quite a bit, but I don't think he's been terrible. It hasn't been like last year, I'll tell you that. And I think the fact that they've slowed things down has helped him considerably because we remember last year it seemed like every single game he was exiting with some type of injury. So He's been kind of healthy this year. Yeah, we'll see what happens. I mean, I don't think Joe Thomas is happening. Would it be out of the realm of possibility? Probably not, because I mean, Howie Roseman has been known to do some crazy shit, but I don't think this is going to happen. So those are my thoughts on Joe Thomas. Make sure you check out our website, thebitterbirds.com, and I'm out.